A lot of you were eagerly waiting for my Harley video after seeing that he got a very nice buff from the latest update. Even though on the update it said that was just an adjustment, I personally think it was a huge buff for him. I was quite eager to try him out, but something unexpected happened in this match, as you could tell from the intro and title. But before I continue, a quick shout out to the amazing sponsor of this video. Mech Arena has been a long time partner of this channel, and they are back with a lot more new content. Mech Arena is a super fun online shooting game in which you control a giant mech and your mission is to destroy the opponent's mech. And if you are more into the competitive aspect, you can participate in their weekly tournament. It's highly recommended because this is definitely the fastest way to gain resources for upgrading your mechs and weapons. It lasts 6 days with rewards each day, and at the end, your battle score will determine your rank. You can gain battle scores in many different ways, such as getting kills, assisting your teammates, dealing the most damage, getting the MVP, and so on. And this month, they're adding a lot of events, such as the Space Theme event, Solar Survivor, 3 new maps, a new mech and a pilot as well, new weapons, and so much more. If you like what you saw, feel free to download the game using my personal link or scan the QR code on the screen. And if you download the game now, you'll get a free starter pack worth $15. This pack includes a Prodigy crate, 300 Acorns, and a Pulse Cannon 4. Don't forget to add me on your friend list, so when you see me online, we can play some matches together. Anyway, for some reason, our Roman was a little bit upset with our Hanabi pick. He really didn't want to provide her any assistance. But ironically, this will end up being the right choice, and you will see why later in the video. For the longest time, I have included Lightning Truncheon in my build, and even in this match. And the reason for that was because I thought the effect of Lightning Truncheon would still proc twice. The first time when you hit a target, and the second time when the ult runs out. But then I remembered that in one of the updates, they removed this mechanic and it no longer procs twice. After this match, I went to verify it, and indeed it no longer procs twice. So this is the build I will recommend now. Whenever you see that the build I show doesn't match the build I was using in the game, it is because after some more thoughts after the match, there is some improvement to be made. With the new emblem system, now Harley can clear the jungle pretty fast, while still being able to retain all the extra penetration from the emblem, which is absolutely crucial for getting those early kills.
Be careful you don't get lost in your dream.
Thanks to the roamer following me around instead of babysitting the marksman, we managed to secure some very early kills. And you definitely want the upper hand in the early to mid game with Harley, since he is not as effective in the late game. The turtle is about to spawn, so most likely they will contest it. I will try to anticipate their move and reduce their number before the turtle spawn. Holy cow, do you guys see that damage? Am I tripping, or I feel like Harley deals even more damage than before? Using the pink is a quick way to tell your teammates what your intentions are, especially when the roamer is following you around.
Careful, you don't attack. Understood.
Well, they left already, but probably their most obvious destination is to gank the bottom lane, so I will warn our marksman and hopefully she pays attention. I was about to clear this minion wave, but then I saw that our mage was coming back to the lane. Well, this happens that I don't even react anymore. Lanzo is coming, but I never lose a 50-50 retribution battle. But even though I'm ganking constantly, we are still struggling in the early lanes when I'm not present. Day is still far from over. I kinda wanted to go for the jungler, but I had to change my plan and adjust it according to my teammates' movements.
Our turret has been destroyed.
Don't call me troubles, leave.
Legendary! Replay!
It's nice and all that the roamer wants to stick with me, but when I'm just carrying the jungle, there's absolutely no need for him to be there. There are so many more things the roamer could be doing this time, like providing vision, ganking the other lanes. But most importantly, I don't want my buff to be stolen again. Sad face.
Be careful you don't get lost in your dreams.
Legendary!
Everything was a colorful dream.
I forgive him for stealing my red. He has been doing a pretty good job so far. Smiley face. Maybe I need to type it so he knows. Look at this, I'm clearly aiming my first skill up. But then I saw Natalia in the bush. Nah, probably when I tap the basic attack, I tap the first skill accidentally. I'll probably need to move the skill buttons more to the left.
Everything was a colorful dream.
We could do the lore now, but it's better to think out their number first. Ideally, we want to get a jungler. At this point, I felt like nothing could go wrong and that I was almost invisible.
I am invisible! It's invincible!
Legendary!
But damn, I seriously feel like Harley is dealing a lot more damage than ever before. But maybe it was because of the fact that I had many levels over them, but still, I can still feel the new power within him.
Look at this dude.
I was really not expecting him to die there.
Launch attack! Legendary!
Although I was personally doing quite decently, my teammates were struggling a little bit, so in the back of my head, I always felt like there was still a chance for them to make a comeback. Especially if I'm the one making a few mistakes, because it won't be as forgiving as my teammates making them. My intuition was telling me that there was a chance Belle was hiding in one of these bushes. I didn't have the luxury to check again, because now time is of the essence, since we just lost two of us and they will overwhelm us with numbers.
Legendary!
I really thought that because Akai had landed a pin to the wall, I had nothing to worry about. But I forgot that now almost anybody can escape from his ult. Not gonna lie, that really threw me off, because I was hoping to have a clean KDA here.
Enemy rampage!
Don't call me troublemaker. I'm here to bring you lost in your dream. Everything looks good.
This is what we call impeccable timing. Now my mental is seriously shaken up. It was as shaken up as when I saw a clip of the crowded room and our neighbor Spider-Man. Nah, but joke aside, I respect him for trying something completely new. Esther is already dead. Let's see if I can get their mage as well. Veil is probably the fastest mage in the late game.
Troublemaker, I'm here to bring on beautiful dreams.
Ally has been slain. You have slain an enemy. Double kill.
What the dog do?
Ally has been
I I was planning to go for the Lord, but now we are outnumbered. If they were to contest the Lord, there's a very good chance we might end up losing the fight, because they still have the Marksman, and most of our ult and Retribution are still on cooldown. In the meantime, let's see if I can catch somebody off guard. I saw their Marksman in the top lane, so I just decided to go for it. I saw their Veil approaching, so I was really hoping our Kai will either push him away or pin him to a wall so we could kill him first. But their jungler was about to respawn as well, so we cannot really afford to waste too much time here. Akai missed his jump. Now we have no choice but to go for the Lord before the jungler gets here. Now I'm mainly checking the Lord's HP. My Retribution deals 2.6k, so there's still a long way to go. And then there was the last second Moscow's ult. Now with 3k HP left, Veil's ult will certainly be enough to take down the Lord. I have to go for it now and just risk it. Well, that just happened.
Happiness for everyone. Be careful you don't get lost in your dream.
Thank you.
Very unlikely that I can kill him, but at least let's try to remove his immortality. This was huge.
Call me a troublemaker.
Our
I'm
turret
here.
is under attack. Killing spree. Mega kill. Launch attack.
Okay, you guys caught me. I'm such a bad actor. I probably didn't fool anyone, and you guys knew right there that I intentionally died twice and let them take the Lord on purpose just to make this more thrilling. How silly of me to even attempt such foolishness. Anyway, that's all for now. Thanks for watching and see ya.